Well. The Dallas Cowboys training camp has started, and I can't help but be excited, and Cowboy fans are excited too. I mean, everything from Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Deuce Vaughn, Cavante Turpin out of the backfield. I mean, we've seen just some great things today. And then, of course, Brian Schottenheimer, he gets another press conference, but this time by himself, which is absolutely good. I think it's better for the fans because Jerry Jones, even though I think it was overblown, Jerry Jones enraged some of the fans, and things are kind of calming back down. And so we're back to football. But of all the things I heard, and don't let me forget about James Houston, I think that's a good thing. But of all the things I heard today, you're telling me that Mazi Smith is going to be a 3-tech? Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Every Dallas Cowboy fan needs to be concerned about the news on Mazi Smith. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. Oh, we have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. I noticed today on the live stream, everything was kind of business as usual. I mean, I was pretty much hearing some of the same things I've been hearing. I'm glad that Brian Schottenheimer was talking about physicality, can't wait to get the pads on, talking about the trenches, working inside out. I mean, he was talking about players and blah, blah, blah. I mean, just a par for the course stuff with Brian Schottenheimer. He's a great interview. But when they asked the question about one Mazi Smith, I absolutely got worried. And I think we all need to be worried. Listen to this.
Brad Sham, Cowboys Radio 105.3, The Fan. Mazi is reportedly considerably lighter. Is he still a 1, or is he a 3, or does it matter?
When you look at our front, we obviously want the flexibility to do that. I would say he's starting probably as a 1, but we want to be interchangeable. And yes, he is lighter. He looks great. The best thing that's happened to Mazi, he'll tell you, is bringing a guy in like Solomon Thomas and Peyton Turner that really just know how to practice one way. And sometimes when that stuff's modeled, you watch the way Mazi Smith practiced in the spring when he was here, it was night and day from what he was. So I think he knows in this type of defense that we're going to play with Flus and Aaron Whitecotton, he knows that the ability to get vertical and chase out of the stack and things like that will be really, really important.
Wait. Hold on a second. Interchangeable, and then to get out of the stack and get up the field, that sounds like a 3-tech. That sounds like a 3-tech. Interchangeable? Could Mazi Smith be in the rotation more with Osa Odigizua and Solomon Thomas rather than being a 3-tech? Hey, the Cowboys bought in Perion Winfrey. He's a 3-tech. Solomon Thomas, he's a 3-tech. Jay Toya is a 1-tech, but we thought that Mazi was supposed to be the 1-tech with Jay Toya. Hold on a second. And you're talking about the way we're going to play defense. Hey, man, we just want to know something simple. Are we going to be able to stop the run? Because now you're going to have to tell me how in the world is Mazi going to be able to stop the run and he's lighter? Check this out.
You evaluate him as the season goes on at the end of the year. Will statistics play a role in his evaluation, or will there be things whatever position he's playing, that he will do that. Don't necessarily have statistics that make you say, oh, we want to bring him back.
Yeah, great question. Again, stats are part of the story. But if you're pushing the pocket and you're a one technique, or you're playing the zero nose, we move our fronts and we're multiple, as you guys know we're going to be. If he's knocking the quarterback back and we're getting pressure and sacks off the edge, to me that's a stat that we recognize as a staff. It's maybe not out there for the world to see, but stats are part of the process. But when you get to the interior defensive and offensive line, sometimes stats can be misleading.
Wait a minute. Knocking the quarterback back, getting to the quarterback. This is 3-tech talk. What about stopping the run? What's the plan? Because this doesn't sound like a plan to stop the run. Now, why should we be concerned? Hold on a second. Look at this. Cowboys Mike McCarthy might have slighted Dan Quinn in discussing Mazi Smith. What do you mean? It says, this could be interpreted as a shot at Quinn. It's speculated that Quinn asked Smith to lose weight and convert to a 3-tech tackle. Drafted as a 1-tech nose tackle, the position switch and weight loss proved detrimental to Smith's development, and his rookie season was essentially a waste. Quinn's supposed plan was a disaster. A run stuffer and space eater at Michigan, Smith finished with the lowest run defense grade on the Cowboys roster in 2023 per Pro Football Focus. He was inexplicably used more as a pass rusher, 156 snaps, than a run defender. And someone said today on the live stream that Quinn never wanted him in the first place. It said it was feared Smith wouldn't fit Dan Quinn's scheme, but nobody could have envisioned Quinn misusing him to that extent. Luckily for Smith and the Cowboys, Mike Zimmer's defense is a perfect fit for Smith, assuming he converts back to his familiar nose tackle position. Converts back. So check this out. This is another article written by the Landry Hat, May 13th. And they also document this struggle that Mazi Smith had. It says in Smith's defense, talking about him not playing well, nobody expected him to lose a ton of weight and convert to a 3-technique tackle. It was a complete diversion from Smith's starring role at Michigan, and his impact was nowhere to be found. It's speculated that Quinn asked Smith to lose the weight and switch positions. Under Mike Zimmer, Smith is expected to transition back to nose tackle. And here it is. Mazi Smith's weight revelation validates Cowboys Mike Zimmer hire. Per Patrick Walker of the team's official website, Smith weighed in at 328 pounds. That's notable because that's the weight Smith was at during the pre-draft process. In other words, Smith is back to his Michigan playing weight, which helped him become one of the most disruptive defensive tackles in the nation. And for all intents and purposes, Mazi Smith flashed last season. So we're going backwards? And we're about to put him back in the position not to be successful again? And I told y'all this before. Y'all might not realize this when I made my Matt Eberflus video. I was afraid that Matt Eberflus' defense sounded a lot like Dan Quinn's. And it sounds like, based on what Shotty just said, that Matt Eberflus seemingly has the same plan for Mazi Smith that Dan Quinn had for him, where he wasn't successful. But I guess we're saying that Matt Eberflus is better than Dan Quinn, which I'm debating. Let's close with this. Clarence Hill is going to give the question of the day. Check this one out.
Getting back to Mazi just for a second, because we've been there since the rookie year. He lost a lot of weight. They were trying to get him to go upfield. It didn't really work for him.
Clarence Hill said he lost a lot of weight. They were trying to get him to go upfield, and it didn't work.
Last year he gained weight back. Now you're asking him to lose weight again.
He gained weight under Mike Zimmer. Here he is. Clarence is saying he's losing weight again.
To go upfield, just talk about, is he under 300? Is he 290? What's that weight look like? Because when he was drafted, he was a big so-called nose tackle anchor for the run defense.
Well, I think what it speaks to is, number one, is that when you change defensive systems, a lot of things change, right? So you went from DQ, then you went to Coach Zim, then I've obviously got Eberflus. There's different styles, there's different, the techniques, the way that you play. So Mazi, in his experience and as he's maturing and figuring it out, has been in great communication with us, with A-Dub, White Cotton. He's realizing the system and that we want guys that can run. The size is fine. He can still penetrate. His leverage and ability to do and move people and things like that isn't compromised because of his length and size. But what he likes is the ability to retrace and chase out of the stack that he needs to do at a high level to be successful in this attack front that we play.
So this sounds like a 3-tech. So you're going to have 2 3-techs on the field at the same time. Or is he going to be in some kind of rotation with Oso Digizua? Because so in this attack style defense, you don't have a 1-tech? Now, I told y'all in that video, Matt Eberflus's defense is predicated upon what? The 3-tech position. They're going to ruin Mazi Smith. I don't know if this experiment, if Mazi Smith is a failed experiment or what. Comes in as a nose tackle, takes him to a 3-tech, gets him back to nose tackle weight. Now he goes back to 3-tech weight, and it sounds, Brian Schottenheimer to me is explaining, is basically describing a 3-tech.
Very, very different than what he was asked to do last year with Coach Zim, who's a great coach. But
yeah, you mean play 1-tech?
What it means is that, hey, we've got this system in place. This is the system we're going with. And again, we need some stability on the defensive side of the ball here and plan to have that for a long time.
What about the stability in stopping the run? I'm telling you, if you are not going to stop the run, bro, you can tell me anything you want to. You're going to have to score 45 points a game. You're going to have to outscore so many teams. You're going to have to get them in pass rushing situations because the reality is they're going to run through the heart of your defense. Man, this is the thing that has me worried. I'm hoping the Cowboys go out and start looking now and say, hey, we need to get a 1-tech. Because this sounds like to me, they've already talked themselves into Mazi is not going to be the 1-tech. He is not going to be the run-stopping 1-tech. He is basically going to be the pass-rushing 3-tech. The Cowboys need a 1-tech. It's to me, it's official. It's official. Listen to this next thing. Clarence Thomas follows up with the question. Listen to him.
Like 305.
He's right at 300.
What? Mazi Smith is back at 300. This is around what he was with Dan Quinn. He was at that doggone 3-tech weight, pass rushing weight. This is not a 1-tech. The Cowboys, I'm telling us, they're doing a lot of things right. I'm not going to just overblow this. But I do think that there is a 1-tech in the Cowboys' very near future. There has to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. There must be a 1-tech in the Cowboys' future because it definitely seems like they've converted Mazi Smith or are in the process of converting Mazi Smith to a 3-tech again. Paul, y'all tell me what you think. Man, y'all better hear me if you don't hear me. Go back and look at those 90s Cowboys. You know how they won those Super Bowls? Their defensive line. Their defensive line was devastating. Not just pass rushing, but stopping the run. They were the #1 defense in football. And if I'm not mistaken, they were #1, at the very least, top 5 against the run. Them boys were crazy. It's not about just rushing the passer. You got to be able to stop the run to put yourself in position to stop to be able to pass rush. Man, this thing with Mazi Smith, the Philadelphia Eagles showed us too that the #1 run defense wins championships. If you can't stop people from running the ball, and then get after the quarterback, you're nothing but a playoff team. You'll be one and done, two at the most. Cowboys, Cowboy fans, y'all tell me what you think. I'm very concerned about this issue, talking about Mazi Smith and the weight loss. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys, we talk facts. Peace.